All right. So shall we?
We shall begin. We were just a little delayed for folks tuning in now. We are no longer.
Oh, that's why it's longer.
Okay,
All right. So let's call ourselves to order. The agenda we have is public comment, followed by our general business, which is to approve the June 9th minutes, to review the appointment list for the FY 27. Give me a moment. Agenda's a little longer with all the names there. And to sign the Community Preservation Act Agreement for Franklin Regional Council of Governments, and then the wonderful update from Haley.
Thanks.
Is there anything that popped up in the last 24 or 48 hours? Okay, other than the rain?
rain.
Okay.
Thank God for the rain. We need the rain.
Yes, Michael. Yes.
This Dean is here versus maybe the captain.
We usually do them as a group. Or at least we have,
I know we used
yes.
to be different because everyone was just did. But he's new.
Yeah, well, we have to discuss the different list now. We have to discuss that with, Eric doesn't know that yet. But yes, well, if we do it by committee, we can. Okay, so moving on to public comment. Does anyone online or in the room have public comment? Please use your raised hand feature in both venues.
Where are the people online? now?
Oh, sorry. I forgot something.
They aren't
in that
there.
setting.
There they are.
There we go.
It's okay. There we are. So if anyone online has Zoom has a public comment, please use your raised hand feature. If anyone in the room has a comment, please use your raised hand feature. Okay, seeing none. Let's move on to the minutes for June 9th. They look great, Brennan. Thank you. And Haley, if you're rolling that. Is there any, Eric,
I
have
think
any
they're good.
updates?
I
I did
move
too.
we approve the
Okay.
minutes from June 9th, 2026.
And I'll second that. And then all in favor,
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. That's good. Thank you. The next is to the annual appointment list. So it's thank you, Brennan, for this. We have there's a couple of things that one Brennan brought to my attention while Haley was on vacation, and I thought that we should talk about it, Eric, in our in the appointment list. It's really more the formatting and slight change in how we would appoint the employees to, not the volunteers and the committees, but the employees. So in a conversation with Donna had mentioned when we go through with the list, and we've done it before, and we have the employees that have a regular employment with us. Every time we appoint them, we're creating a one-year contract with those employees, even the at-will employees who are already appointed at point of hire. And so we don't have the need. We can still do it the way that way we did prior, but we don't have to do that. And we can just do
Because when they're hired, they become.
right, but the contracted employees are appointed every 3 years with a new contract, renewal contract, or initial contract and renewal contract. And the at-will employees are at the initial hire date. And then they are hired until either there's a separation of some sort, they move on, or there's another reason that employment is terminated. In appointing them every year, we create a one-year contract with those employees. Which is, so anyway, so my suggestion was that we still list them in the same format we had before in that wonderful list we'd use, but I had asked Brennan to pull the employees separately. So when we do our annual appointments, we just do the committee appointments to our,
Makes sense.
the ones that we would normally do.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
How do you feel about
That's good.
that? I summarized that. Okay, right? Yeah.
That was most of it.
Okay, was the gist of it.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, so in that, all the employees will be listed separately. I think this is the individual list by employee. and then or by person, and then we have the one by committee. So Eric, oh, yes,
Say one quick thing about the
Yeah.
committee list. So we did have one committee who had submitted names after the 48-hour deadline, so they are not on the list.
okay,
The list is just the people who had,
Prior.
yep, done it by the deadline we needed.
okay, we can do those at the next meeting if there's,
Yeah.
to fit that 48-hour, okay.
Mhm.
And then we can add them to the list. So Eric, we've done it before, a couple of different ways. We've done the whole list as a group, or we've gone by committee.
Whatever we think the shortest way to do it, that's.
Frank raised his hand.
Keeps us out of trouble with open meeting law, I think, but Frank has a question.
Frank,
Thank you, real quick. I was going over the list side by each from what was on the website, and Josh was an assistant. Now he's an electrical inspector on the electrical thing. In the past ones, it said last 2 or 3 years said assistant, and it doesn't have that now. Was there a change in that?
the great question.
Can find that out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Off my head, I'm not sure.
Yeah, several years in a row, he was just the assistant, and he was appointed as assistant. I remember that, and maybe it's just a typo or something. So anyway, that's what I had. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Frank. How do we like to handle that one? Do we want to hold it?
How can we find out the answer to that question?
Can we do it quickly?
Would Brendan?
Well, I was gonna say you could do the whole kit and caboodle, because it would be as posted in the agenda. But if you wanted to buy some time for me to text Brennan, you could start by just going to committee.
Okay.
From
right,
my
so-
understanding, sorry to
Yeah.
interject, is
No,
that
you can.
nothing's changed in his position. It should still be the assistant
Okay.
electrical inspector, and Maurice Gregoire, or Mo, is still the head
the-
electrical
okay.
inspector.
Okay, thank you.
So we could just appoint him as assistant. If that's wrong, we
So we'll
can
do it, yeah.
correct it.
We
But
yeah, we'll
it doesn't sound like it is.
all right. So, but we want to make sure we don't do the employees here.
Right.
All right, give me 1 second. That's easy enough to. Second.
And are they out of here, out of this list one?
They're on.
They're in. I'm taking them up now.
Oh, okay, right. I see what you're saying.
One moment. Use as an employee. Use. Cycling. Or person is an employee. Tree warden. And his contract. Yep.
Yep, he is.
Okay, so, why don't we, in this case, since we're gonna take out the employee, we'll go committee by committee. On this one, okay, Eric,
Yeah, that's fine.
do I hear a motion to appoint, the Board of Health Administrative Consultant, Hillary Clinton?
Right.
Catherine Hilton. Where did that come from?
To it though.
It did.
No, Hillary lived in town.
No, right?
Never knew. So moved.
All right, I'll second that. All in favor?
Stalker eye.
Okay, Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear? I'm looking at the one that's by committee and I only see one buildings committee person,
Well, they're 3-year terms.
a 3-year term. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Do I hear a motion to appoint Stephen Damas for 2027 to the buildings committee?
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker eye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Ellen McKay as the Capital Improvement Planning Committee?
So moved.
to the, okay. Also George Arvanitis to the capital improvement, Nate Landscope, the capital improvement committee.
Long cope, yeah.
So that's, I'll second that motion. And then all those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to appoint Cliff Reed, Elaine Paleo, Henry Geddes, Mateo Pangalo, Rita Farrell, and Scott Kahn to the Community Preservation Committee?
So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace. No, yes, you may.
So Cliff is the planning board representative, and the planning board didn't vote to make him a representative yet. We're going to do that in July.
Okay, so we want to hold him off.
Yeah.
All right. So let's try that one again.
Who's that? Which one?
Cliff is Cliff Reed.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
All right, let's try that again. So do I hear a motion to appoint Elaine Paleo, Henry Geddes, Mateo Pangalo, Rita Farrell, and Scott Kahn to the Community Preservation Committee?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace and I. Thank you, Michael.
Sure.
Do I hear a motion to appoint Beth Wilson to the Conservation Commission?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
911 coordinator is a position. Do I hear a motion to appoint Josh Kingsbury to the electrical inspector assistant?
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye. And to appoint Maurice Gregory to electrical inspector.
So moved.
I'll second that. And all those in favor?
Stocker,
Make peace, O'Neill, aye.
aye.
Do I hear a motion to appoint Catherine Hilton, Gail Fleischiker, and Marianne Antonellis to the Elliott Park Committee?
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye. And to the Energy and Climate Action Committee, do I hear a motion to appoint Dean Gendron, Gail Fleischiker, Greg Day, Michael DiChiara, Nathan Hurd.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Where it goes. So Dean is here, and he's newly not recommended by us. So, if it wasn't for the whole list, you probably want to ask questions. I don't want to ask any questions. We think he's a great guy.
I'm okay with going with it. He's a great guy. Personally, he seems like a great guy.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So all those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye.
I know.
Do I hear a motion to appoint Frank McGinnis, the Franklin County Co-op Inspection Program Rep? And Ellen McKay?
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye. I'm gonna buy, this one's
Wasn't that
not a,
worth the wait it was, I'm sure.
this one's not a paid. Mike, will you jacket?
Oh, it is, yes.
The next one isn't a paid position, so do I hear a motion to appoint Chief Lenny Zawaka to the Franklin Regional Emergency Planning Committee rep? Zawaka.
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor, a second, all those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Haley Bolton as the Franklin Regional Transit Authority AB rep?
What is the AB rep?
Remind you.
It's just for like the transit authority for like the FRTA.
Right.
But we have to go back and do Frank and Ellen for Franklin County.
Oh, we did.
We did.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I must have tuned out. Sorry.
Yeah, we did.
So moved.
Okay, second that. All those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Howard Kinder to the gate and dam keeper
So moved.
as the keeper? Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stocker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. And do I hear a motion to appoint John Kinder as the assistant dam and gatekeeper?
So moved.
I'll second that. And all those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Do I hear a motion to appoint Ryan Maylew as the Hampshire County Insurance Trust Rep?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Is there associate? Oh, okay. Do I hear a motion to appoint Bert Fernandez and Janice Stone to Historical Commission for 3-year appointments?
So moved.
Okay, second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear motion to approve Leslie Bracebridge as Historical Commission Associate Member?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Brad Foster, Dale Hool, Elaine Paleo, Jeff Quackenbush, Marianne Antonellis, Molly Moss, Penny Jakes, and Stephen Damas to the Library Building Committee?
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Yeah, well, I guess I can vote for this one. Do I hear motion to appoint Melissa Makepeace O'Neill as the Memorial Day Committee member?
So
Member
moved.
soon to be appointed.
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Barbara Bigelow and Penny Jenks to the Open Space Committee?
So moved.
Second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Anne Brigham, Annie Gagliardi, Barbara Bigelow, Christine Margolin, Diane Adams, Elaine Paleo, Jessica Carlson Belanger, and Samantha Susek to the Recreation Committee?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Barbara Bigelow, Gail Fleischer, Marla Killaw, Mary Galvin, Merrill Mandel, Peg Ross, Steve Rice, and Tim Logan to the Recycling and Solid Waste Committee?
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Do I hear a motion to appoint Bob Douglas, Greg Day, James Moore, Jennifer Wallace, and Steve Sullivan to the Storm Water Mitigation and Implementation Committee?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Do I hear a motion to appoint Donna McNichol as our town council?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Do I hear motion to appoint Albert Springer to the town's lexologist?
Vexologist.
Vexologist.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to appoint Al Springer as the Upper Pioneer Valley Veterans District Rep?
Stalker, aye. Oh, I'm sorry.
Moved.
So moved.
I'll
I'm sorry.
second that.
Fall
All
asleep
those
there.
in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Do I hear a motion to appoint Christopher Demars as the Veterans Agent?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. And do I hear a motion to appoint Fred Steinberg and Gail Fleischer to the Web and Communication Committee?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. And do I hear a motion to appoint Thomas Williams as the Zoning Board of Appeals?
So moved.
Second that. All those in favor?
Stalker, aye.
Makepeace O'Neill, aye. Thank you, Brennan, for those lists. Okay. Next. We just double check. I think it's the signing of the This PA, so signing of the Community Preservation Act agreement for Franklin Regional Council of Governments for Affordable Housing Coordination Services.
The shared housing coordinator position. I think we did that at the last town meeting. They allocated the funding for that. Not this.
I believe.
But
Right. But this is the official part.
Mhm.
Okay, so do you have questions, Eric?
Nope.
Do I hear a motion to sign the CPA grant agreement with Franklin Regional Council on Governments?
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Tucker, aye.
Make peace O'Neill, I may I use your pen because I am penless and
Sure.
pink just won't do it.
Certainly may.
And then I think we're on to your wonderful update.
wonderful odds and ends. The oil tank, the soil, the contaminated soil is slated for removal this Wednesday. So we're
Awesome.
I'll be very happy about
Great.
that. It'll be gone off the property and on its way to Chickapees to whatever they do with it.
Yes.
I had mentioned a little bit earlier in talking to Michael, so the elementary school has identified some areas on the sidewalk that are a safety risk. They're a tripping hazard. The concrete is crumbling. So we did some initial estimates. We had two vendors come out and give some proposals. Those came in a little bit higher than I believe it was a FY24 appropriation to the school for sidewalk repair. So we're gonna be working to get a meeting together with the school and like building committee and FinCom to kind of see how do we plug in the gap so we can make these repairs. And then this would be a project that's kind of in tandem, but not exactly the same as the parking lots
Mhm.
engineering study. So the things as well, because the safety need is so great. We want to do it beforehand.
If there's so a suggestion that you just, this had popped into my head earlier. Is it possible if there's any removal of stuff that the highway department could do it? Would that lower the?
We can
help?
certainly check. Yeah, I think we might have to get new quotes if we do it that way. But I can certainly make a note to ask.
Yeah, just, maybe we can use our resources we already have to help lower that.
Do you know, or maybe Frank knows, I see Frank, there's, what the status of the lighting situation is at the school? Do you know about that? Since we're on the school.
Right on the top of my head.
Hold on, yeah.
Were we waiting on a part?
No, waiting on a ladder. I just went through my firing season. My wood firing season ends at next week, this weekend. We just gotta get a ladder up, and I want to do the see if I can dim all the exterior lights. The only light I have a problem with is the one on the flag, and I'm gonna write Patoric and see if he has a solar one, or if we can find someone with a solar one to put on top of that. At one point, they came in and someone put a very large halogen light facing the flag, which faces the neighbors. So that's
Right.
But I meant to go a while ago. I don't have a ladder, but I found out they have ladders there I can use. So all I have to do is take one off, and if it goes dim to the lower lumens, I think that's the right word. They'll
Think it
go
is, too.
orange and lighter. So I'll
That's-
probably start that next week. See if I can go over there next week.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for the update.
Okay.
So we are just a few inches below the spillway at the dam, which is really exciting news. So the hope is that the rain.
Maybe if you get up today.
Kind of get the water to start going over the spillway, because I know some folks have been really concerned that the outflow after the dam is not what it has been in years past. But once we can hit that point, it should stabilize.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain
the area.
today and tomorrow, so
Yeah,
maybe there's,
so that could really,
Well, we are in a drought too. It's kind of
yeah,
hard to know.
it is definitely paradoxical. Just another plug that we have a vacancy on the Board of Assessors. And I don't know if I'm the best person to talk about how exciting that opportunity might be, but they could talk to our admin assessor or to Leslie Bracebridge and learn all about how important it is to help set the tax rate in town. And that, I mean, it truly is critical to town operations. It's how we understand the budget. And we need an additional seat. So people are interested, as they can for any committee, they should go to the website and go to how to apply for a board and committee vacancy and fill out the form. Devin and I this morning, we did one interview for a town clerk candidate. We have another interview happening Thursday and possibly a third. So I'm hoping to be able to complete all of those by the end of next week. And then my question for you is, do you want just a final recommendation, or do you also want to do an interview with the candidates?
I think we probably should at least meet with them and maybe ask them
Yeah.
some questions. Maybe not a, maybe, it probably is the best interest for us to do some sort of interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we put, even if it's a special, like a meeting in
yeah,
the
we
off
can do
week,
that as,
we
yeah.
could do it probably.
Okay. I'll let you know.
I think it's pretty crucial to get done as soon as
Mhm.
possible.
Yes, we have some deadlines coming up in July, so I'm really hoping that
Yeah.
we can make an appointment by the next meeting. So we'll see. And we had gotten that $10,000 grant to do the ADA transition study. The results of that study are now up on the website.
Okay.
It was kind of hit and miss. Which I was expecting. Obviously the brand new library is much more ADA compliant than the fire department. So it wasn't terribly surprising, but it does provide a roadmap for the things we can do, some of which are pretty easy, like installing a soap pump on the wall in the bathroom. Didn't really, yeah,
Yeah.
all those little things that you sometimes.
Oh, that's just a fairly small one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a, like a instantaneous.
Yeah.
check.
And then we will have the opportunity, now that we have this transition plan, to then apply for additional funds for some of the more major projects. So I think in particular, our fire station and our highway garage, they are not really at all.
And that's because the step going up into them mainly, okay, so those are
Those are a
a
lot.
little bit
Yeah.
easier, a little ramper, yeah, okay.
So those are things that we should definitely be, once the capital planning committee starts meeting and
Yeah.
building committee, making sure that we have a plan for how we want to tackle those. And then the last thing I had was just to kind of go back to our last meeting and talk about and make a plug
Yes.
for July 7th, which hopefully will be a nice busy agenda, where we'll have a joint meeting with the current ad hoc LWA. I think it was really an awesome thing that the select board made some, what I think are pretty critical changes to the composition, but I think just to be fair and, as an approach that we would want to do, I know my feedback from you both was that we should do a joint meeting, just kind of solidify things. So that'll be happening on the 7th. And, some people had wondered, well, what needs to change? And I did just want to highlight a couple things that, again, we want something more permanent, for folks who are wondering, well, why now? More permanency and making sure that like town staff are not put in a compromised position by being voting members of a committee that would influence their departments. You don't really want to do that. Most town staff are always ex officio on committees and boards. And just making sure that we, have a formalized application process so that it's all going through the select board. And that we get a nice mix of opinions and people, and it's a cherished resource, and we just want to make sure that we set it up right for the next 35 years. And then we can look at it all over again.
I won't be here for that meeting, just saying. No, that one I'll be here, but the
Not
current,
35 years.
35 years.
But yeah, that's all I had. I think I've got some, the handbook just as a follow-up, it's distributed to town staff. I've asked them to sign the acknowledgement forms and get those back to me by like the first week of July. And I'll be getting out the personnel action forms. And then, we have some summer projects with like the personnel board where we want to look at job descriptions, which I have only been able to track down some in the archives.
I know I might have some
Have some.
emails being on the personnel board for so long, so whatever you can't find, let me know.
Okay, because yeah, I did not get all of them.
So let me know. I can look for them. If not final, I can at least find a draft for you.
Okay.
There may be some in yours prior to you
I looked at,
being here, but it's hard. Well, I meant in the email.
oh, and
A lot of things weren't prior to a few years ago in a Google Drive.
I can try. It's, the only thing about that is it's hard to search for like all the things someone might have possibly said.
No, yes, I know.
About a job description, but I will try again. I can definitely do that too. And yeah. So I think that about wraps it up.
Okay, and these are for me to sign for
Yes,
appointment letters.
I figured you might want to do the signing after the meeting because it is pretty.
Yeah, it is a hefty stack of them.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so I think that's the end. Our next meeting is the seventh,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We don't have anything in between that I might miss us on that
Nothing in
day.
between.
Well, unless you have the town clerk person that you want.
Right, we can fit
Yeah,
that in. if
yeah,
we need
as a
to.
second
Okay.
one. And then that'll be Jim's first meeting too.
Yes,
That'll-
so I already briefed this to Haley, but her job at our next meeting, because we're a new select board, she opens the meeting and then
Right.
gets us to do the chair process.
Yep.
So. And then in the normal meeting. So. Sounds good.
Yes,
Yeah, good.
All right, I
Okay.
think we're on.
we're good.
Parita missed the last meeting, but we send her our well wishes and
Mm.
happy select board retirement.
I know, really.
Yeah, I don't think she'll have a problem enjoying it.
As much fun as we are.
We do, we have so much fun. Okay. So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay, I'll second that. All those in favor?
Stalker eye.
Make peace, O'Neill, aye. Okay, good job, everybody. Sorry
All
for
right.
being late. My apologies.
Thank you.
It's weird to hear just